Hey guys, what's up? It's time to do a speed test comparison between the Vivo V50 Lite at 5G versus the Infinix Note 50 Pro. And the Infinix Note 50 Pro is powered by MediaTek Helio G100 Ultimate SoC with a 12 GB of RAM, while the Vivo is powered by new MediaTek Dimensity 6300 SoC with 8 GB of RAM. So on the back we have dual cameras on both phones, and Infinix has a 50 megapixel OIS main camera. Same we have also on the Vivo V50 Lite 5G, and Vivo also has a IP64 water and dust resistance, which you also find on the Infinix as well. So very interesting to see how both phones is gonna perform in the head-to-head speed test. Now let's start off with the boot up test. So logos came up slightly faster on the Infinix Note 50 Pro, and both phones is running on latest Android 15 with XOS version 15 versus the FunTouch OS version 15 we have on the Vivo. Let's see which one will be faster. Dimensity 6300, it is a really good SoC. Well, let's see. And Infinix, it is slightly faster when it comes to booting up. We only have 1 or 2 second difference between these two devices when it comes to booting up. So now let's talk about the display. So on the Vivo V50 Lite, we have 6.7 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120 Hz refresh rate, while on the Infinix we also have 6.7 inch 144 Hz AMOLED display with the center punch hole on the top, and the bottom chin it is actually more smaller on the Infinix Note 50 Pro. Everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones, and the first application I'm gonna launching is going to be the phone dialer, basic stuff. Slightly faster on the Infinix. Again we have different animations on both phones. So let's opening up the settings, open up at the same time. So let's go to the display. So you can see we have 120 Hz refresh rate versus a 144 Hz refresh rate on the Infinix. So now check out some more apps. Now let's open up Amazon Shopping with same Wi-Fi network of course. So slightly faster on the Vivo, but Infinix it is also right behind there, not a really big difference. Scrolling it is feels really smooth on both phones, as you can see. Now let's open this desktop tab. That one it is slightly faster on the Vivo as well. So now check out some games application, and this way we should see a big difference between the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 versus Helio G100 Ultimate. So now let's opening up the Candy Crush Saga. Candy Crush it is open up exactly the same time. Instagram faster on the Vivo as well. Let's see pin out, and slightly quick on the Infinix if I'm not wrong. Snapchat exactly the same. Spotify slightly quick on the Infinix. Subway Surfer, another game, Dimensity 6300 on the left hand side versus MediaTek Helio G100 Ultimate on the right hand side. So the performance it is back and forth, but we have 1 second difference in the Subway Surfer. Also the speakers it is actually better on the Vivo, looks like. The speakers it is better on the Infinix. Infinix has a lot more bass, which you don't find on the Vivo. Now let's opening up the Temper N2. And Temper N2 it is open up slightly quick on the Vivo or on the Infinix. The Infinix it is slightly quick than the Vivo, especially in the Temper N2 only, but otherwise in the performance it is very similar. So now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, last game we have in the speed test. Dimensity 6300 will give you a more settings inside the graphics menu as compared to the Helio G100 Ultimate. And Infinix it is a 4G device, while Vivo it is a 5G device, as you know. So Infinix it is slightly faster, I don't know why. In that game we have smooth graphics with extreme frame rate, with the Vivo with ultra frame rate only with the Infinix. So now let's open up X, and that one it is slightly quick on the Vivo. Now let's open up Zedge. as it is open up. Slightly quick on the Vivo, or on the Vivo it is slightly faster there as compared to the Infinix. So Infinix is taking a lot of time. Now it is also done. So the scrolling it is phase once again. Smooth looks on both phones, but on the Vivo sometimes I see a stutter which you don't find on the Infinix. So last on launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Let's see. So camera is open up slightly faster on the Vivo, and as far as the camera performance are concerned, especially in this lighting condition, let me show you how the camera looks like. So the camera it is better on the Infinix, especially the colors. So let's look at the front facing camera. So the front facing camera also better looks like on the Vivo, I mean on the Infinix. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am seeing Chrome on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network. Let's opening up the wikipedia.org and open up exactly the same time. Scrolling it is visually smooth. Same thing zooming in out. Now let's open this English tab and slightly quick on the Vivo this time. Scrolling phase once again absolutely smooth we have. So next on the list is the apple.com. And apple.com it is open up slightly quick on the Vivo once again. Anyways, let's see the scrolling phase really smooth on both phones. So now let's see RAM management. So we have 8 GB of RAM versus a 12 GB of RAM on the Infinix. So phone dialer still there, settings still there, Amazon shopping refresh only on the Infinix, Candy Crush Saga refresh on the Infinix, Instagram still there, pinout refresh, Snapchat that is still there, Spotify that is seems like a refresh, Subway Surfer and that got refresh on the Infinix, Temperanto that is refresh on the Infinix, PUBG still there, Open Up X still there, and last way back to the internet browser that is also still there, and this Edge app it is refresh I think on the Vivo. So anyways guys, over I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, and definitely and the performance it is slightly faster on the Vivo sometimes, although in games the Infinix is performed slightly faster, I don't know why. Also in terms of the RAM management it is excellent on the Vivo, while on the Infinix we have a lot of refresh. I did not expect that from Infinix despite having a 12 GB of RAM. Also we have 6500 mAh battery size on the Vivo with a 90 watt super fast charging, while Infinix also has a 90 watt fast charging as well, hit the 30 watt wireless charging support. So that's about it, and thanks so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo V50 Lite versus the Infinix Note 50 Pro. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and follow me on Instagram as well as on X, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.